Hey everyone, and welcome to part 77. What's the significance of 77? Well, let's see. Etamon is a Digimon you battle in the game at some stage, and the amount of bits that you get for beating him is 7,777. So the first two digits are 77, which matches my part number, which is also 77. But once again, I'm being a sad, pathetic bastard and going into details about sad little things that no one other than myself is sad enough to care about. So let's just scrap that and leave, because we're not happy with Garurumon, but we are happy with Digitalmon. So, feed me please. And he's boosting all of our stats. Very lovely. Very lovely, okay? Cool. Just do it twice because I'm weird. And now we'll give him Etamon a Seabass to keep him alive. And now let the eating immense. So, where are we up to? So yeah, you saw the stats are maximised, so line Seabass, so that we can see up to the tournament, and also it recovers our HP and MP, because from eating to the point where our stats were maximised, our HP and MP did not increase, so they were only at about 50%, so Seabass, bring it up to 100%, which is where we want to be. 100% is lovely. 50% is not so lovely. So yeah, Digitalmon showed happy, boosted stats. Seabass, see us through to the tournament, HP and MP full. Vegemon sirloins, and yeah, I forgot that with everything that was with my sole focus on the tournaments, I forgot about the treasure hunt. So, hello Drimogemon, what have you got for us today? An old cloth. Well, I appreciated it last time, but I only need one. A different Digivolution item would have been appreciated. Now go find me something better. Now, obviously I am going to save, but that's because we managed to get Digitalmon to show, and we managed for him to boost all of my stats. And suddenly, the tournaments are less threatening, and I feel at ease entering them, even if they are a little trickier. Now I can take out Warcry, can't I? Yes, no point having that. Just looking at the possibilities. I guess I'll give Buster Dive a try. See, I'll have Megalospark in as well. I have a thing with having them in order from the strongest to weakest. So obviously, yeah, saving was obviously a very sensible idea. So yeah, I feel a bit more at ease with the tournaments now, because obviously I can enter a decent tournament and win it easily. So I feel at ease entering an A, for example. It shouldn't drag on or be difficult or anything like that. I should be able to win it, no problem. With my Thunderbolt, I should be able to do some pretty nasty damage. So, just coming here for the remaining rests. Yeah, at the moment I'm just literally running straight into Centauramon, then just speaking to it. I'm not even, I'm barely even letting the screen brighten. The screen goes dark, and then as soon as I have the ability to move, I just go straight into Centauramon and rest again. Just try and pass time as quickly as possible. I can afford the care mistakes, sort of. That's another thing that I noticed. When you enter a tournament with Digimon wanting something, for example, like if you enter the tournament with your Digimon like needing to have a crap, for example, if you enter the tournament, then as soon as you come out, he then goes for it. He fulfills what he wanted. So it kind of occurred to me that if I was to enter the tournament with my Digimon wanting to eat, then when I go into the inventory immediately after the tournament, it's possible that he might still want to eat, and when I give him the sea bass, it might actually boost his happiness and discipline rather than lower it. It's just an idea, and I think I did it in the previous part, and I think it actually worked. Just something that might be worth it. And in the previous part, I believe after the tournament, I also gave Etamon a portable potty to prevent a care mistake. That's because we're not too far away from Sukamon. I don't want Sukamon, so it's a good idea to avoid a care mistake if it's easy to. It's doing over 1,000, isn't it? Megalo Spark. Just managed to do it. His ice statue was a bit interrupting, but don't worry, Golemon is down. It's about care mistakes. It's nice to be close to Sukamon, but obviously I'm now in a position where I don't want Sukamon for a long time, and you know when I'm repeatedly resting, I kind of okay for it to happen, but leaving a tournament, if I'm able to easily prevent a care mistake, I'd like to. Keep doing War Cry, easy for Thunderbolt to hit. And enough of the Poison Claw. Enough of the Poison Claw. Now do it your way. Try blocking Megalo Spark. So I'm slowing down the number of care mistakes, but nonetheless, the way I'm going, he is going to get within one care mistake of Sukamon, and then we're going to have a problem, because then I'm going to have to be really slow and careful. It's going to annoy me, because when I'm resting, at some stage he's going to want to go, but it's a bit unreliable. With things like food, very often there's a pattern, it's the same sort of times when he wants food, but when it comes to needing to go to the toilet, it seems to be really unreliable and predictable. I don't really want to be waiting about, checking the inventory status thing every time I rest, because that's going to have time and stuff. Okay, he's paralysed. Now let the Thunderbolts keep coming. Try to finish up Megalo Spark. I'm not sure what, if I do get Sukamon, accidentally, then rather than, well, I mean, it depends. I could reset and be careful, or I could just go to King Sukamon and just say, you know, stuff it, not too much an inconvenience. Well, it is an inconvenience, but it's not like a massive inconvenience, so go to Trash Mountain, get him turned back, and at least then I'm on it. At least then the care mistake gauge is empty, so no worries for a while. Down to 75 sea basses already. A quarter of the way through. Of course, happiness and discipline was heavily boosted by Digimon. Okay, A20. Yeah, happiness and discipline was heavily boosted by Digitamon, and obviously that's a good thing. I wanted that because I want Etamon to, you know, like do what I say, like eat the stuff that I offer to him, and I want him to hold on. I don't want him to have a care mistake immediately. I'd like him to hold on so that I've got enough time to try to prevent it. So day 29 is the next day that the treasure hunt's ready, isn't it? So we're 2 days away. It looks like he may not have wanted food that time. It looks like his happiness and discipline went down. Certainly did that time. Okay, maybe he didn't want food that time. Maybe the Digimon's appetite isn't quite as persistent as I thought it was. Quite handy with the notification coming up, because obviously when I'm running into Centauramon, it's hard for me to keep a track of time, but with the notification popping up, I would imagine that it would stop me from going into Centauramon, because obviously you can't move when the notification is up, so I assume that having the notification up means that I wouldn't then run into Centauramon and then, you know, like rest again, and then obviously go 1 hour too late and then fade away or whatever. I'd imagine that, you know, okay, we should go against Rockmon. I'd imagine it would, you know, the notification popping up would stop me from running into Centauramon, and so there's no risk of me resting too much and then fading away or whatever. So obviously we've only got until a certain time. Ah, nice and powerful. Just what I like to see. Spark to finish the job. That's right, do muscle charge. You're about to die, what's the best thing to do? Boost your muscle. So Warcry and Aqua Magic boost attack, defense and speed. Full Power also boosts attack, defense and speed, but to a greater degree. Muscle Charge just greatly boosts attack, then Moss Shield just greatly boosts defense and somewhat boosts speed. It's a shame they don't have something that just devotes itself to speed, because you've got something that devotes itself to attack, you've got something that devotes itself to defense and somewhat speed, and you've got Full Power which boosts them all somewhat, and then you've got Warcry and Aqua Magic that's just bit of an all-rounder. Shame there's nothing that just boosts your speed, really. Devotes itself to speed. Yeah, I thought that wasn't going to hit then, but it did. convinced a Megalospark would finish the job, but I know a new Thunderbolt would. I'm not so sure about Buster Dive, because I tried it at the beginning and it got stopped. And it's weaker than Thunderbolt, but one of the reasons why I chose it really is because obviously it's a battle technique rather than an air technique, and if I'm against a Digimon who's resistant to air or vulnerable to battle, then maybe it would come in handy, but Thunderbolt and Megalospark seem to be serving me well, especially Thunderbolt at the moment. And here we go against Pidomon again. That was a lot more powerful than it usually is. Pidomon for some reason seems to be resistant to absolutely everything, but nothing ever seems to do more than about 600, but 1300 does it. Inventory is starting to get a few too many useless Digivolution items in it. Ooh, an S. It is nice to do the harder tournaments. More money, better prizes. "70 wins, 30 more to go." The harder tournaments are sometimes just more interesting. Well, at the moment this seems to be working okay. The whole plan of just going straight from the clinic to the arena. I'm not saying I would always manage to get 3 championship wins in a single video. I may only get 2, but obviously if I'm going to get 3, then it's going to be done this way. All looking pretty good. So, what beautiful Digimon do I get to play against? It is Monzaemon. Also, I'm aware that Monzaemon's name, I think, is actually pronounced something like Mummymon. But I prefer to say Monzaemon. Although I probably should have pointed that out a long time ago, because you've probably been wondering why I get it wrong for so long. Oh, nice and powerful, even though it's an S1. All the Digimon on the right side are ex-Digimon, Digimon that I've had before. Piximon's just been knocked out, so just 2 on the right side left I used to have. So in the previous match I showed you why I've not used the silver ball yet, and maybe in this match I'll show you why I've not used the metal armour yet. Neither of these Digimon were the Great Etam, or any of the other Digimon that I've had. It's working at the moment, but I fear that delete program could easily flatten me. That will waste time. And it's happened. Don't get him dynamite kick. I don't care what he does as long as I attack him without myself flattened or anything. That's a bastard. I would have had that. He's going to do his finish, isn't he? Keep distance, keep distance, keep distance, keep distance. I didn't need to do my finish there, but I didn't want to risk an attack and then he blocks it or whatever and then does his finish and then wastes more time or whatever. Just wanted to end it. Monzaemon defeated Digitalmon. That fixture reminds me of the certain fixture in Mount Infinity where I learned Infinity Burn. Well, the first time and the last time, because you only learn a technique once. Unless, of course, you lose all your life, so you get beaten 3 times and you can lose a technique, then you have to relearn it, but other than that... I had a feeling I wanted to do Megalo Spark and it worked out well. DG Dimension stopped, Metal Greymon paralysed. And about 3 attacks from death. Metal Greymon falls to the floor. I have to say, the game's been playing better as well since I put it on the PS2. Oh, well, it wasn't really at my own free will, my PS1. Obviously, I told you my PS1 broke, and so I've been forced to play on the PS2. It seems good so far. The game does seem to run better. It seems to be freezing less and everything. So I've got another useless Digivolution item, plus another 10,000 bits. I'm not saying that Digivolution items are useless, I'm just saying they're useless to me because I've either already used them or I've got one in the item bank. And I don't need 2 of everything. Well, so good night to Monzaemon, and a good day to you viewers. So, in other words, I thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoyed.